Whatever happens elsewhere tonight, a win for Cardiff will put them right on the fringe of the playoffs. That's how important the game is, and this is how the Bluebirds line up. Willie Boland suspended, so boss Alan Cork brings in Des Hamilton for his first start in nearly 3 months. Josh Lowe drops to the bench, and Jason Bowen comes in. Skipper Graham Kavanagh got the winner at Wickham and admits to being really fired up against his old club. Kavanagh spent 5 years in the Potteries, but was mercilessly barracked by the home fans in last month's game at the Britannia. Stoke's defeat to QPR on Saturday was their first reverse in 8 games, but Icelandic boss Gudjon Thordarson has major injury problems. Dutch playmaker Pika Hoekstra is out, and #1 keeper Gavin Ward and skipper Peter Handyside are both long-term casualties. Mike Flynn, on loan from Stockport, will marshal the back four. And leading the line, striker Andy Cook, a lifetime Stoke fan who the club spotted playing League of Wales football for Newtown. He's the joint top scorer with 7, including one in front of our cameras at Wrexham. Premiership referee Uriah Rennie from Sheffield is the man in charge this evening. Well, forget the magic of the cup, it's the lure of First Division football that matters most to Alan Cork and his players, more than one of whom has described this as the most important game of the season so far. 1-1 when the teams met in Stoke, and now battle joined again barely a month later. That's the Belgian, Jurgen van Deurzen, who's here on a 12-month loan deal. Towards Gordon, who got the flick on, and the skipper Staniuk, the Belarusian, with the clearance for Stoke City. The well-moved stopped in his tracks. Clark then with the throw for Stoke. Half-back was a little bit short, Kavanagh in very quickly. Good first touch from Graham Kavanagh against his old club. Now here's one for Gordon to chase. He nearly got there before Staniuk. Goalkeeper hesitated. Earnshaw nearly in. Hesitancy already at the back from Stoke. Kavanagh's tackle. Well, there were 22 really fired up footballers on view here. It feels like a cut-up. Cardiff have a free kick. Staniuk just about got a foot to that, and then Ward and Thomas, real lack of communication. Well, Reading may top the table, but Alan Cork says that Stoke, to his mind, are the best team in the division. Away by Young. Nicely on the chest from Gordon. Into the path here of Bowen. Earnshaw, little trademark piece of skill, and he's unfortunately not quite been able to keep it in. Weston. Went over Bonner's head. Laid back by Henry. Cleared by Flynn, but sliced. I think amateur golfer off the tee, out of play for a Cardiff ball. Well, the first chance for Andy Legg to test out that Stoke City defence with that trademark long throw. Danny Gavin up from the back. He's got a couple of goals this season. Goes Legg then. He was calm, didn't get to it, real scramble, appeals for handball not given, and Stoke somehow scrambled it away. Yet again, Andy Legg's long throw causing absolute chaos. In the meantime, Stoke have a break on with Umalumo, and that's an excellent challenge. Won the ball cleanly and found Earnshaw. Now Gordon. Suddenly the tempo rising at Ninian Park. Bowen made himself a yard and then wasn't able to thread it through towards Earnshaw, too near the keeper. One back by Andy Legg. Young. Kavanagh. Bowen. Tried to get a 1-2 going with Gordon, but it was a woefully misplaced ball, and Stoke gifted it back and then just knock it into no man's land, really. Weston forced to concede the throw. Could actually play for an hour as a substitute in the reverse fixture at Stoke. Reece Weston has been mainly used as a substitute in the last couple of months. Stanyuk. Clive Clark. Time to measure across with the left foot. Not a bad one, and everyone missed it, including Iwalumo, who came in far post. Cook was at the near, and Cardiff very relieved to see the ball run out of play there. Clark just teased the Cardiff defence, but one of his strikers wants to get on the end of it. Stoke City boss Gudjon Torderson, who actually had a 2-year spell in charge of the Icelandic national side. On by Iwalumo. Gabbitt. Taking his time to get rid of it, too much time nearly as Cook closed him down. Kavanagh. Beautiful ball to pick out Hamilton. Earnshaw turned his man superbly. Can he find a cross to Max? 3 in the middle waiting. It was Hamilton who had the shot, and he was surrounded by a clutch of Stoke City defenders. Kavanagh. Good advantage played by Uriah Rennie. Andy Legg. Still Andy Legg. Kavanagh. Let it run nicely. Onto the right foot, Kavanagh. That was the one he was looking for, and he stung the hands of Neil Cutler. He has been deadly from that kind of range this season. 10 goals, more than half of them from outside the box. And this is wide. One look up, bang. Good hand from Cutler. Legg will take the corner, the first of the game. Away by Thomas. And it stayed in play on the far side, is it? No, it's gone out, but it's a throw. As good as a corner with Andy Legg jogging over to take it. It's almost on those steps with the run-up, Andy Legg. Scott Young has one target to aim at. It's towards Scott Young. They don't look happy at all defending Andy Legg's missile, Stoke City. Kavanagh can't throw it quite as far. Bowen. Kavanagh's cross. Earnshaw. Difficult ball to take. It was just slightly behind him. Better spell than this for Cardiff. Weston. Cushioned header from Bowen. Kavanagh. Seeing a lot of the ball now. Let's try to feed it through for Earnshaw. And it was read by Sergei Stanyuk. Bonner. Kavanagh. Bowen. Nice football towards Earnshaw. They're probing Cardiff, and the crowd can sense it. Earnshaw always looking for that kind of ball in. To be alert there, Stanyuk, his marker. Hamilton. Deep across this time, and it's an own goal! Cardiff City lead. It's been gifted to them, and it's Bjarni Gudjohnsen who's put through his own goal. Cutler got a good hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. And the pressure tells after 18 minutes. Cardiff City 1, Stoke City 0. Played in by Hamilton, and there was no one near him, and through the legs of his own goalkeeper. And now Jason Bowen. Making a lot of ground. Now, how's the referee seen that one? Stoke are convinced that he dived. Uriah Rennie is getting the free kick, I think. Clark is the defender. Well, there was a little nudge there, I think Stoke were a bit upset by the ease with which Jason Bowen went down, but the free kick has been given, and in a threatening position. Kavanagh to take. Scott Young is up towards that far post with Gordon. By Kavanagh, and the header's over the top. Earnshaw just got a toe to it. Kavanagh up very gamely and won it. Gordon coming back off a sea of legs. Kavanagh went in rather clumsily, to say the least, and Uriah Rennie, despite the fact that the Cardiff man has come off worst, is going to book him when he does get to his feet. Well, no old Palzak there, was there? And if he sees the replay, he can't have too many complaints. Kavanagh. What a pass that is for Hamilton. Neat play from Hamilton. Just took on one too many. Bowen! Great chance. It could and maybe should have been 2-0. So much credit here to Des Hamilton. Initially, wonderful ball from Kavanagh to pick Hamilton out. And then he mesmerised a couple of defenders. And when one did get a challenge in, the ball broke for Bowen. He couldn't hit the target. Gavinon's right on the goal line in front of the goalkeeper. And that fools everyone. And then hands it up far post towards Scott Young. Now it is a corner kick. Short for Bowen. Oh, Andy Legg! That was travelling until it hit Iwelumo. He didn't know much about it. Back from Reece Weston. Too much pace. So far, so good for the boss. Iwelumo beaten to it by Young, but the ball's come back for Van Derzen here. Clever pass for Thomas. Three in the middle waiting here for Stoke. It's very deep towards Iwelumo, and he couldn't quite get the ball down. That was better though from Stoke City. He got the ball wide, it was Van Derzen who set it up. And in fact it was Carl Henry who got the ball in. Iwelumo with a free header, but too high. Flick on by Gordon. Weston, there's no offside here. Gordon chasing, will the bounce be kind? That wasn't the cleverest of challenges. He had a long look, Uriah Rennie, and gave nothing. Well, that is controversial, as there was clearly contact. He was very close to it, the official. Staniuk on Gordon. Well, it was clumsy, and that's been very kind to the Belarusian. And he got away with it there. Cook. Thomas. Henry. Just starting to come into it a bit more now, Stoke. Weston with the clearing header. Thomas again. In towards Andy Cook. They are getting closer. It's a brave header by the Stoke man between two Cardiff defenders, and the goalkeeper was interested as well. And he got to it, Andy Cook. Not that far away. It's another searching delivery. Staniuk won the header. Still not clear. And over the top it goes from Van Derzen, much to Cardiff City's relief. Every time that Clive Clark has put in one of these crosses or free kicks, Cardiff have looked distinctly vulnerable. Super header from Stanyuk, and when the ball broke off Cook, and Durson went the half volley over the top, way over the top. Bonner, Kavanagh, came off Earnshaw's knee. It looked like it was a corner, and that indeed is what Ryan Rennie has given. Butler was desperately scampering to try and at least get the ball off for a throw, but he couldn't get that. So Cardiff City have another corner. And what an opportune time it would be now, with less than 5 minutes to go to the break, for the Bluebirds to double their lead. Young as ever is up, Hamilton right behind him, Kavanagh in there too. It's really crowded and congested inside that Stoke 18-yard box. Well, keeper Cannon was in no man's land, back from Kavanagh. Young couldn't take it on, and it evaded Earnshaw, and it's a goal kick. Both sides have looked in trouble from set plays. Here's another example. Just flapped at thin air there, cut to the goalkeeper. Young couldn't control it, and Earnshaw wasn't near enough to it. Well, we're now playing injury time, and there's going to be a couple of minutes of that. Bonner's header. The decision has gone in Cardiff City's favour. And Durson's header only found Bowen. And look at the space here for Andy Legg. Look at the freedom of Wales over there. Away by Stanyuk. Bonner. On by Kavanagh. That's useful. Bowen had to hold it up. Bonner's cross. Oh, that was a great chance, and a great chance gone begging. Gavin Gordon. It did come to him quite quickly, but he wasn't very far from goal. Neat build-up here again from Cardiff. Played in by Bonner, and from what, 7 yards? We would have expected better. We've played the 2 minutes of stoppage time. And referee Uriah Rennie brings the first half to a close. It's been a good one for Cardiff City, who took the lead after 18 minutes in bizarre circumstances. An own goal from Bjarni Gudjonsson, who now has to go in and face his manager and father and minister discipline. Half-time then here, it's Cardiff 1, Stoke 0. Join us after the break to see if the Bluebirds can add to that lead. Welcome back to Ninian Park. Cardiff leading by a goal to 0. No changes at half-time to either side. There's the man who's calamitous own goal, from his point of view, divides the teams. Earnshaw. Oh, Bowen stole it. Still Jason Bowen for Cardiff. And he missed by a whisker. What a start that would have been. 20 seconds into the second half. Bowen stole it from a defender. And so close to doubling the Bluebirds' lead. Super control. It was a coat of paint job. Cox. Showing too much of that to Mark Bonner. It's a Stoke City ball though. Thomas towards the near post looking for the flick, and it's gone behind off Gavin Gordon. That company out his defence. Some 500 supporters have made their way from Stoke. This match strictly all ticket. Good Johnson with the corner there. Signal to someone. Who's deep? Free header. There was a man on the line who seemed happy to let it go. But it was a decent effort, this. It was big Mike Flynn up from the back who had the attempt. Good leap. Just off target. Third match after his loan move from Stockport for Mike Flynn. That was Flynn's header again. Stanyuk. Temporary chest control from leg. Pumps it forward in Earnshaw's direction. Free to take on, he's got past one, past two, and then he's rather lost his balance. Almost sees it as a challenge to be double teamed like that, Rob Earnshaw. So Egg with the first chance of the second half to cause some panic in the ranks. The goalkeeper again trying to come through a crowd, and that time he does hang on. It's like a rugby ruck there. Kavanagh let it bounce. And he may have let in Iwalumo. I think that was against him, but it was on target. Forced Alexander into a sharp catch by his near post. May have been meant to be a cross, but Alexander untroubled nonetheless. Caught there with Ian Butterworth as assistant. He does have a couple of attacking options on the bench, should he need them. Likes of Leo Fortune West and Paul Grayson. Here's Grayson on the right. And while the lead stays at one, Stoke know they have a chance. Thomas, driven in low, it came off Gabidon and ricocheted kindly for Alexander. Only two other presents in the Cardiff side, Gabidon and Alexander. Good flick that by Gordon. Didn't reach Earnshaw there. Iwalumo. Thomas. Third inside Kavanagh. Well, given away. Straight to Earnshaw. Now he's got Gordon ahead of him, Earnshaw, and that's not the best of passes. Gordon just had to go wide to pick it up. Hamilton. Just a bit too tight for Rob Earnshaw. Had it nicked off his toe. Rosen. Good Johnson. Free kick given against Andy Legg. Well, he's had an eventful game one way or another, Bjarne Gudjonsson. He comes from a real footballing family. His dad, of course, is the manager. His two brothers are professionals. They play in Spain. Cook is up for the free kick. Hasn't had the best of service so far tonight, it has to be said. In from Clark towards Thomas, who won it. And that was an important header by Kavanagh. Still not clear though. Eventually, Young bodies it away. Clark. Signs that Stoke are growing in confidence here. It should be the goalkeepers. Just about got there. In Alexander. few heart flutters on the bench, I'm sure. Kavanagh with an important header there because there were two Stoke players behind him. A real scramble sorted out by Young. Huge kick, and it's going to go all the way through to Alexander. Kavanagh. Danny Gavin. Bowen. Leg. Asking a lot of Gordon, but he's willing, and he's got the throw. Gavin in again with time to cross it. Looking towards Hamilton. Bonner's header. Couldn't reach Bowen. Iwelumo. Rosen. Looking for Van Derzen, who was unable to keep it in. He must be contemplating making a change. He's got young striker Mark Goodfellow on the bench, and also Lewis Neal, who's an attacking midfielder. So if it stays 1-0, no doubt we will see a reshuffle from Gudjon Tordersen. Kicking into the wind, Neil Alexander can't get as much distance. And there's an offside flag up here against Gavin Gordon. Earnshaw looks like he's just doing something there, being a hamstring the way he's holding it, and that is not good news at all if it is serious. He's limping towards the bench at the moment. In the meantime, Stoke have possession. Well, they did have, and then Bowen nicked it away from them. Earnshaw can't really run, but maybe he can still shoot. Charged out. That would have been a story. On his way off, and decided to just stop and get a second goal while he was there. He's certainly not moving freely, Rob Earnshaw. Rosen. Iwelumo. Kavanagh in the way. Not the best pass from Kavanagh. Straight to Andy Cook. Neat turn from Cook, left foot, off Andy leg, and somehow it's come back to the goalkeeper, and Chris Iwelumo cannot believe he hasn't equalised. Credit to Andy Cook initially, it came off leg. Well, Cardiff certainly got lucky there. Forward by Earnshaw towards Gordon, and the goalkeeper gathering it at the edge of his box. He stretched out the left foot anywhere but there, and it had to be 1-1. Well, Rob Earnshaw is having to be replaced. Clearly had a problem. Paul Brayson is the man who's come on in his place. And there's a second substitution as well. Des Hamilton making his way towards the tunnel. And Josh Lowe, who started the match at Wycombe on Saturday, now comes on for the last 24 minutes or so. Weston. First touch here for Josh Lowe, wasn't a bad one either. Grayson waiting in the middle. And the decision has gone in Cardiff City's favour. It's going to be a free kick, right on the edge of the box. Really positive intent here shown by Josh Lowe. Clearly had his feet taken away from him. So Kavanagh, in front of the Stoke City fans, is going to deliver this free kick. Now again he's up. Kavanagh in there as well. Gordon just dropping towards the near post. There's Kavanagh then. right, it was an easy clearing header for Van Dersen. And then for Stanyuk. Bowen. Offside. Didn't come back quickly enough. Scott Young, in fact, it was, who was the man who scored. And a third and final substitution being made here by Alan Cork. Leo Fortune-West is going to come on, and Gavin Gordon is the man being replaced. So Alan Cork now, at the midway point of the second half, has used all three substitutes. Director of football now down on the bench to add his knowledge. Fortune-West always right in the air, now he's on. He was the target, didn't reach it. Kavanagh. Thomas. Henry. Well, Cardiff got a break there. This is Grayson. First meaningful touch that he's had. Bowen. Fortune-West in the middle. Only Grayson there with it. Bonner. It's towards Andy Legg, and Andy Legg doubles the lead. 35 years old, he made so much ground to get there, and then used all his experience to head it past Cutler, and Cardiff shorted out by heading for 3 precious points. It was Bowen, the creator, knew exactly what he was doing, held it up, pulled a couple of defenders to him, and Bonner slung it in long. No one picked up Legg. Wasn't the easiest of angles, but he's got his second goal of the season. No one near him, and no chance for Cutler. Good Johnson. Should be the goalkeeper's ball. Alexander's clearance. So it's Fortune-West who is being lent on. Stanyuk was not at all happy with that decision. And Stoke City are going to make their first substitution. And the man who scored the own goal is coming off, so Dad is substituting his son. And it's going to be Mark Goodfellow certainly come on. It's Mark Goodfellow. Kavanagh's going to take this free kick. 4 in the wall. Well, we were expecting the shot, we didn't get it. Josh Lurk. Free kick is virtually on the touchline. A bit of jostling going on in the box as well. And Leo Fortune-West involved again there with Stanyuk. Thomas having a word. It's all getting a little heated. And Uriah Rennie, I think, is going to take some action here. Well, there's a card coming out. Question of exactly what Uriah Rennie saw. That will determine what colour the card is. He's putting West across here. Well, just a talking to. Well, it's still carrying on. And in fact, he's seen something as descent there, which is why the free kick's been moved 10 yards forward. I can't believe he hasn't had a word with the Stoke player, if that's the reason he's done it. And no wonder Staniak is just asking for clarification. But either way, it's a better position now for Cardiff. Leg drives it in. Oh, rather anticlimactic after that. Wilson. That's neatly done. Chance here for Stoke City. Good try. And a good stop too. First moment where Goodfellow's been involved as substitute. He nearly pulled the goal back. Fortune West header. Switch Bowen. Brace has made a run outside it. Still Bowen has it. Andy Legg now. Well, it's Stoke City's time. Cardiff quite happy to knock it about until Kavanagh gives it away. This is Henry. Forward towards Iwelumo. Header from Iwelumo was over the top, and with that, probably Stoke's last chance of even getting a consolation hit. 45 seconds to go. Hasn't really had a sniff, Chris Iwelumo. All the noise is coming from the Cardiff City supporters. Many of whom are staying right to the end here to celebrate the victory. Fortune West with the header on. It was always going to be one of Cardiff's key fixtures. Stoke with excellent support, money, brand new stadium, but been outplayed tonight. In the dying seconds now, Carl Henry towards Iwelumo. Bonner got his head on it. Still Stoke have possession. He's had one look at the watch, your eye ready. This is Wilson. Curled in by Thomas. Harmlessly wide, and that surely now will be that. A deserved victory for Cardiff City. They got a bit lucky with the first goal, an own goal from Brian Gudjonsson, but nothing fortunate at all about the second. Scored by Andy Legg, a sprint and then a header from an acute angle, and it means back-to-back wins for Cardiff City and back on track. Full-time score, the Bluebirds 2, Stoke City 0. Andy Legg's head. Zamora on the chase. Not for the first time. Yanni's back to cover. Zamora with ball at feet. Plays it in dangerously. Penalty given. It was Reece Weston's challenge, and the referee was very well placed, to be fair to him. And straight away, he pointed for the spot kick. Zamora did all the hard work. 1-0. Brighton and Hove Albion. Bobby Zamora has taken just under 15 minutes to put Brighton ahead, and his goal tally is now the same number as his shirt. 25 for the season. Kavanagh. Towards Bowen on the volley. Good save by Kuipers, as that was sneaking inside his near post from Jason Bowen. Beautifully found by Kavanagh, and on the volley he tested the Brighton keeper. Kavanagh. Chance for Lowe to get a cross in here. Oh, has it, Josh Lowe? Not a bad try. Keeper flat. He could have got anywhere. And Rogers was relieved to find it at his feet and got it away. Some more are out this time. Low again. Andy Len. That's useful. Oh, and how did the goalkeeper stop that? Still loose. Fortune West, it won't go in for Cardiff. But it's gone behind for a corner. So many bodies, and there was no way through. Super cross from Leg. Goalkeeper didn't seem to know too much about it, but he stopped it. Fortune West went in. Full marks to Cardiff for some bravery there. Bowen on the chest. Hamilton will strike it. Good save by Kuipers. The Dutchman in Brighton's goal. Clever chest from Bowen. Hamilton strike. And Kuipers. 16 games left. Alan Cork says his side need to win half of them to guarantee a playoff place. And after the excellent win at Bournemouth on Tuesday, Cork not surprisingly picks an unchanged side. More interestingly, 3 long-term injury victims are on the bench. Michael Simpkins, Peter Thorne and Spencer Pryor, so no shortage of backup options. It's going to be a big week for Rob Earnshaw and Danny Gabbidon. They're in the Welsh squad for Wednesday's friendly against mighty Argentina. Boss Mark Hughes has been very understanding though. Both players will only link up with the squad after Cardiff's match at Brentford the previous evening. Swindon come here exactly midway in the table, but their recent good run was snapped by Huddersfield in midweek. One major change from the side who came back from 2 down to draw at Wrexham in front of our cameras a fortnight ago. Captain Alan Reeves, who got the equaliser at the racecourse, is suspended. Sol Davis is back from his ban. Bobby Howe makes way. And a difficult day for Town's former Coventry defender Adam Willis. If Swindon do win, he'll get it in the net when he gets home. His wife and in-laws are die-hard Cardiff fans. Man in charge this afternoon is Phil Dowd from Stoke. Away we go then, and in fact this is the first meeting between the teams here at Ninian Park for more than a quarter of a century. Former boss Frank Burrows was in the Swindon lineup that day, back in 1976. For the record, it finished 0-0. Let's hope we get some goals this afternoon on what is a very, very blustery day. It is dry, but the wind is going to give the players some problems. Here's Earnshaw. Now he's onside. The angle's against him. Still Earnshaw. Going a long way round. Of course, a save from Greening. And Kavanagh's header was no problem for the goalkeeper. He didn't have much of an angle. He kept his cool really well. Sold the dummy to the first defender. Went round the second. And Greening at full stretch to keep out the shot. Bowen. Back for Leg. Plenty of time to cross this. Just too high for both Gabbidon and Young. Both players had lost their markers too. Chipped in towards Bowen. Back to goal and not too much support. Bonner. In towards Kavanagh. And it had to be turned out of harm's way by Andy Gurney. This is Davis. Haven't seen too much of him coming forward, Sol Davis. Just about enough pace from Gurney, and Earnshaw's going to have the simplest goal of the season. Oh, Andy Gurney, total catastrophe. Rob Earnshaw, it came gift-wrapped. He went for the back pass. Initially, it looked like it had enough pace, but Greening misjudged it. And in a straight sprint between Earnshaw and Greening, there was only ever going to be one winner. Well, Rob Earnshaw has clearly injured himself in the act of scoring that goal, and he's going to come off, and it's Gavin Gordon who is coming on to replace him. So sweet and sour really for Cardiff. It may have been that in trying to get to it, he just strained something. He is so quick. He may have done a hamstring or something else. Gurney. Davis. This is Hewlett. Looked up, picked out Saban, free header. It may have just got a touch off McAreevy, but warning signs were there for Cardiff. No one with the big Frenchman at all. Gurney. Davis. This is Gurney again. Thought about the shot. Hit it second time. Hewlett strikes. That's good handling by Alexander. See those spill. He was trying to get a view of it. It came off Gabbinan. And Kavanagh couldn't quite slide it in on the far post. It's a corner. It's come through a crowd of players, and it looks as though it was Gabbinan who has got a little flick on it there. All the way across the 6-yard box. 1-0. His team lead. And they may add to it now. Andy Legg winding up for another of those extra sets. He was come again, got nowhere near it again, and the free kick in fact has been given to Swindon. Greenwink's kick. Saban's header. Just stopped there for a second, Hamilton, but was able to recover and knock it clear. Gordon's header, what a good one too. Jason Bowen for Cardiff. Still Bowen has it, he's got to do it all himself, and that was a little unlucky. Congregating around him, but they couldn't get it off him, and the shot actually hit Sol Davis. It is half-time at Ninian Park. A satisfactory first 45 minutes for Cardiff City, who were gifted the lead after 18 minutes, courtesy of Andy Gurney's back pass. Greenwink got it all wrong, and Earnshaw, although he was limping, still able to slide it in. He was substituted straight afterwards, but the half-time scoreline at Ninian Park is Cardiff City 1. Welcome back to Soccer Sunday. We're underway for the second half, and during the interval, Swindon Town have made a change. There is the substitute, Dominic Foley, who is on for Eric Saban. It's a straight swap, striker for striker. Kavanagh. Boland. Legg again. Renewing battle with Duke, and that's a useful cross towards the far post. And the header is just wide. Terrific work though from Andy Legg, who got the better of Duke, who was trying to pull him back as well. Somehow kept it in. And the header on the back stick coming in from Gavin Gordon was just wide. Certainly a bit more confidence on the Swindon side at the moment. Header away was by Weston. But they are now actively chasing this equaliser. Cardiff have just taken their foot off the gas in the last 5 minutes or so. Hayward back to Greenwink, who's in trouble again. Must be preying on his mind, that first goal that Swindon conceded, and that was almost more embarrassing. Here's Andy Legg. Again, not able to find Bowen. He must be getting continually frustrated. No handball, and now Bowen has got it. Three to take on. It'll be a corner if it goes, and it has. Kavanagh will take. It's gone for it, he lost out. And the header just drops the wrong side of the post from Danny Gabbinan. Well, he has been all at sea this afternoon, the Swindon goalkeeper. He was beaten in the air there by Gabbinan. Very relieved when the keeper turned around and saw it just beat the far post. Crowd wanted the ball to go forward rather than back. This is Andy Legg. Boland. Kavanagh. Legg, this is better from Cardiff. Legs cross towards Peter Ford. Good save, and in by Bowen. And the best move of the game results in Cardiff's second goal. Bowen the scorer, he certainly deserved it, and it was made by the substitute Peter Ford. And now Cardiff should be safe. Bowen's ball in. Kavanagh got it wide to Legg, It's a perfect cross for Peter Thorne, just where he likes him. Grieving kept it out, but he couldn't stop Bowen's follow-up. 71 minutes gone. And a really classy passing move opens up Swindon Town. Only Bowen's third of the season, 2-0. Evidence header. Bowen couldn't quite take it in his stride. Boland. Leg. Bowen again. Legs continued his run, it's a good one too. Useful ball in. What a good goal that would have been. He might be 35, but he has the enthusiasm of a teenager. He outstripped Robinson and put it just where Thorne wanted, but it was a couple of feet wide. Kavanagh. Andy Leg. Oh yes! Yes indeed, Jason Bowen. Made by Leg, scored by Bowen. No doubt where the points are going now. Drilled in cross, and that is such a hard thing to do. Just had to take it back from behind him, Bowen, and still had sufficient power and also placement to beat the goalkeeper. And it may have taken a slight deflection, but he deserves all the luck he got there. He's had another excellent game, Jason Bowen. Nice turn by Bowen. Pass just too far ahead of Thorne. Greening has had a thoroughly miserable afternoon. He will not be at all unhappy to hear the final whistle. We're in the last minute of normal time now. It's a free kick here for Swindon. It's Gurney who takes into the wall. Bowley's follow-up. That was travelling, and it was straight at Neil Alexander. Swindon's finished this strike at goal, coming in the final few seconds of the game. Through a crowd as well. We're in the dying seconds now. We've played a minute and a half of stoppage time. Boland. Final whistle goes at Ninian Park. Cheers from the home fans to celebrate a thumping home win. Jason Bowen with 2 goals in the second half to settle the nerves. Rob Earnshaw with 1 early in the first period. And it's been all Cardiff. And they will go into that game on Tuesday at Brentford in really good heart. Final score from a very happy Ninian Park. Cardiff City 3, Swindon Town 0.
Alan, 3 good points. I guess it helps when they give you a present of a goal like they did, but Ernie still had to be in the right place to take it.
Yeah, it's we had a couple of chances beforehand, but I mean the back pass was poor. The kick was off his line, and Ernie ran for it. Unfortunately, he put his hamstring doing it and scored. But that's life in football. But it was a gift, but we take it.
The first 15 minutes or so, second half, you were under a little bit of pressure. Were you a bit concerned at that stage? You needed the insurance of a second goal.
Yeah, we said they're going to come out and play, and to be fair, they had a good 15 minutes. And we said at half time that let's grind out a 1-0 for a change, and we'll always laugh at score again because we've got talented players. They came out and played very well, I say, and then when the game opened up again, we've got people like Jason Bowen and Kavanagh that can change games, and Bowes gets 2, it's great.
I think the fans will be pleased reading your programme notes when you're saying it's not necessarily just a playoff place that you're after, but you do still genuinely think you've got a chance of automatic promotion. It's still the case, obviously.
Well, we're 8 points. We're 8 points off second place with 15 games, 16 games to go. 15
games left, and the next 2 easy ones away at Brentford and away at Wigan.
Yeah, but it's the bigger the game, the better the game. Cardiff is even. But the problem games are Cambridge at home, Bury at home, where the whole of Cardiff will expect us to win 6 points, and they're hard games because they come here fighting for their lives and for their families, and they're the hard games. It's easy to go away to Brentford because Brentford's fans expect them to win. We're going to expect to beat us, so it's nice. We go away and take 6 points and then we keep going.